What is your favorite thing to eat at a dinner party? Hey BookTube friends, my name is Carrie, and today I'm going to be doing the literary dinner party tag. I was tagged to do this video by my great friend Lady Jane Books a long time ago, and I am just starting to catch up on tags, so I thought I would start here. Most people that I interact with on BookTube and that I subscribe to have already done this tag, so I'm not going to list them all, but obviously if I watch your videos, if I comment on your videos, if we've done any sort of buddy read or read along together, you are invited to my dinner party. I definitely ascribe to the thought that the more the merrier for these sorts of events, and whatever number you are prepared for, invite at least double that, because usually about half of the people will show up to some of these events. So yeah, I'm totally cool with inviting everyone to this hypothetical dinner party because the cleanup is non-existent, and so yeah, everyone's welcome. I will officially tag a newer booktuber. I don't think he has done this yet, and that is Book Time with Ryan. So if you haven't checked out his channel, please be sure to do so. One is, when you are at a dinner party, do you ask people what they are currently reading? Well, because I'm a librarian, if I don't bring up books, other people at the dinner table will bring up books, and that's totally cool with me. So I'm very lucky in that most people bring it up and I don't even have to. I'm also lucky in that most of my friend group consists of readers, and so we tend to talk about books and what we're reading, and we do actually swap books at these little get-togethers. I actually have several books on my shelves here that are loaners from some of my friends, and so that is definitely something we do. Actually, if I turn around, this book right here, Richard Preston, The Demon in the Freezer, that is a loan from my friend Emma. I was going through a period where I was reading a lot of pandemic-y sort of books, and she thought I would like that one because it's about smallpox, and it's the same author as The Hot Zone. And actually, within our little friend group, we are starting an official book club starting in June, so I'm really excited about that, and I've had a lot of my friends express interest in it, so we've already chosen a book, and we've already chosen a little name, and so it should be pretty fun. Question 2, which authors, living or dead, would you invite to a dinner party? Well, first and foremost, I think I would invite Donna Tartt because her writing is just superb, and she's one of the more enigmatic authors that I can think of. So I think it would be supremely interesting to see her interact with other authors and try to pick her brain a little bit. As far as prolific authors go, I think you'd have to invite Stephen King, you'd have to invite Agatha Christie. I mean, Agatha Christie could turn it into some sort of murder mystery dinner theater. I don't know, that could be kind of cool. I'd also want to invite Chuck Palahniuk because I think all of us on this little corner of BookTube really want to get to the heart of this Pei versus Chuck Palahniuk sort of animosity. So really want to get to the heart of that, and what better way to do that than at a dinner party? Put everyone at ease. I think I would be a good peace broker. I mean, I did end the candy war with John over at Hey Y'all Listen Up, so I think I could find some sort of peace between Pei over at Attention and Chuck Palahniuk, so we'll see. Question 3, which characters would you like to invite? Well, the one that I can think of right off the top of my head is Sherlock Holmes, because wouldn't you want to be analyzed by him? I just would love for him to look at me and just do his thing and make all the deductions based on my appearance and my mannerisms, and maybe teach me a little something about interpreting body language and these different cues. I think that would be a fun little party trick. Question 4, have you ever wanted to invite a historical figure after reading a biography or autobiography about the person? Who would it be? Do I really need to answer this question? Okay. Question number 5, what would you serve at one of these parties from questions 2 to 4? Or perhaps, what would one of your literary guests bring if you hosted a potluck meal? Well, the most recent dinner party that I actually hosted wasn't a dinner, it was a Galentine's Day brunch, and I really love the idea of doing a brunch because I feel like it's really easy to prep and cater to a lot of people's taste. You can have, some healthy options, pastries or muffins. and it's really easy to prep for. So I really like the idea of doing a brunch. But if I do something at night and I'm going to invite a lot of people, I really like to do sort of heavy hors d'oeuvres, things that are easy prep, easy cleanup, and appeal to lots of people's taste. I also feel like when you do heavy hors d'oeuvres and it's not like a sit down meal, it gives your guests a lot more opportunity to kind of move around and interact with each other. So if you're bringing a bunch of diverse people together that have probably never met, I think it's a really great idea to do that, to encourage movement and mingling among the guests. So, you know, things like meatballs, spinach dip, bacon wrapped jalapenos, guacamole. I always make my guacamole when I'm going to a friend's house, or things like a charcuterie board, anything like that. I don't know. Those are just things that I'm thinking of off the top of my head. Number 6, what is your favorite meal scene in a book or a screen adaptation of a book? I mean, is there any better answer than the excellent boiled potatoes? I mean, really? I do love my spuds though. Question number 7, dinner parties aren't the only times people share food and drink. Are there literary scenes you love where characters get together over brunch, afternoon teas, picnics, cocktail parties, etc.? I think cocktail parties are especially interesting for any sort of work of fiction because you probably have some sort of uncomfortable situation that needs to be broached, and you throw people together in a cocktail party situation where they're having to mingle, they're maybe having to approach people they don't know. You add a little social lubricant into that, and you know, things could get interesting. Question number 8. Name one of your favorite cringeworthy dinner party scenes in a book or adaptation. Well, I'm really having to search my brain here for this one. But I want to say that in The Lord of the Flies by William Golding, it's after the feast scene that civilization really devolves and we end up with the murder of Simon. I want to say it's after that. If that's the case, I'll have to go with that one. Question number 9. What will you serve at your first dinner party or take to the first potluck you attend? Well, I just told you guys I had a Galentine's Day brunch, so I did an egg frittata, I did a bunch of sausage, I did protein-packed chocolate chip muffins, a bunch of fruit, and a hash brown casserole. So I had a little bit of everything and had plenty of food, plenty of good friends and conversation, so that was a really great time. But when I go to my friends' houses, I'm usually asked to bring my guacamole, so that's what I do. But I do like my guacamole spicy. So I like it spicy and I like it a little bit chunky. So I'm just curious, how do you guys out there like your guacamole? That's it for this tag. I had a really fun time doing it, so thank you for tagging me, Jane. And I hope everyone is having a phenomenal weekend. Thank you so much for watching my channel and supporting my channel, and I will see you in the next one.